Can you say, talk to them? Good evening. How's everybody today? Hope you're doing well. What's happening here? Not too much. Warm again, watered again, and this evening, oh, are you tired? Sugar's had her dinner. So it's evening again. Sugar's eaten. I got to eat yet. Just come out to water the garden a little bit. I got some good news. Some new plants are coming along nicely. Here's a date tree. I think I told you before I bought some dates. I ate the dates and put the pips on the ground where I always put them, and then water them each day. And out of about 100, I think 4 came up. And this one here is, this new branch right here is coming. It's just starting to open up now. So that's happened since it's been planted. So I'm really pleased about that. A couple of small rose bushes I have. Put them in big pots, and they got some new leaves, so they're coming on. Everybody's growing slowly. It's just finding the right place for the right plant, how much light they get. Because the light here is a little bit intense. It's like a bright, hot sun. So you got to be a little bit careful about that. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. One of them is we're living in a time that's changing, and everything's different. This doesn't really affect me, but it could. In Thailand here, it's supposed to be Songkran Festival, which is the Thai New Year, for the Thai people's New Year, and they celebrate the New Year at the beginning of January, but they have their own called Songkran, which is like in the middle of the hottest part of the year. So normally they have like a pickup truck and half a dozen kids and a big barrel of water in the back of a pickup, and they'll drive around spraying everybody with water. But this year, because of social distancing, they were told, no, don't do it. And then they, to make matters worse, they banned all sale of alcohol, because people could stay home and drink, invite their neighbors around and drink because they can't go nowhere, but they want to stop the social distancing, keep the social distancing going, so they stop the alcohol. So you can see that everything's been turned on its head. I guess you can imagine what it's like if your New Year was canceled. So everything's changing, and some people think it's done for good or bad. Is it trying to control, or is it really a benefit for us? So the thing is, your mind goes every which way. But it's like, I guess it's a bit like having a child, and it's been raining for a week, and the child can't go outside to play, and they're in the house, and you have to keep them busy. And your mind's the same way. Your mind gets busy, gets bored after a while. For the Thai people, perhaps they want to have a drink, they want to celebrate Songkran with their friends and family. I remember a couple years ago, I got sprayed by an elephant. There was a big party, an elephant spraying water all over everybody. Nothing this year, absolutely nothing. No squirting water, no drinking, no partying, nothing. And that's a 3-day holiday. And to make matters worse, they said the government office have to work. So they're working through the holiday, which makes it even worse for them. But go back to the kid in the house. What do you do with that kid? You try to find things to do, and you try to keep it calm. Well, guess what? That's the same way your mind's working right now. You're stuck in the house. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't go to work. Your money's getting low. So many different things stressing people out. And I just felt, about 4 or 5 days ago, 4 days ago, I started feeling, hey, how's it affecting me? It's not really affecting me, to be honest with you, because there's no restriction on when you can go out. You can go out to buy food. Everything else is closed. I wanted to go buy some hardware stuff for the back of the waterfall, but I can't because everything's closed. So everything's put on hold. So I was a little bit frustrated. I thought it'll give me something to do while we're playing this game, but can't do that. So I don't have anything. I can find things to do. Not, you know, it's not really bothering me. But the my point is, you know, our minds are like that little kid. We have to find it something to do, you know, and breathe and relax and stay calm and just enjoy the moment. It's different, you know, whether it's real or not real, or affects you or doesn't affect you. We just have to find a way to, you know, breathe and relax and stay calm and find something that's stimulating for yourself to do. You know, I'm the kind of person who likes to do something. But so you know what I said I'm going to do? I'm going to start practicing. I used to be able to speak German fairly well, and you know, I could sit and hold a conversation. I couldn't talk technical, but I could talk it. But I thought, hey, I'm going to try to listen to something in German. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just do it in French and brush up on my French. So something to do that keeps the brain occupied. So if I may give a suggestion, find something to do that's a little bit stimulating, or even build a puzzle. Get that puzzle out that you haven't done for 100 years. What do you think? There's a guy I know called Kang who's weighs about 50 kilos wet. So I pay him, and he takes his shoes off and walks on top of my roof. The roof is made out of like a cement tile, so he can walk up there and not bother anything. I could probably do it, but I don't trust myself. I'll go falling through it. So I got to contact him and ask him to go up there and trim the tree back. They're not at a place where it's dangerous at all. I could probably wait till next year, but I'll give him something to do and put some pennies in his pocket, and he can trim down branches back for me to get them off the top of the roof. And you know, so the rain doesn't, the leaves don't get stuck in the rain, builds up and get a leak or something. Those birds are super nervous. Normally you can't get within like 50 feet of them. But because I come out here watering every night this time of day, when they come around, running around the garden looking for something to eat, they just like, whatever, just ignore me. It's so funny. I can be standing there watering and they walk up to me within 3 meters, 2-3 meters. Whereas normally, if you go somewhere else, 50 feet or more, like 20 meters or something, they won't come anywhere near you. Cool, huh? Okay guys, I'm going to sign off. I hope you're all doing well. Not going back crazy, stir crazy. Look after yourselves, stay healthy. If you could look at the mind like a horse. You got to ride the horse and steer it in the direction that you want it to go. Okay? Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. All the very best. Good night.